This lesson teaches students to get out of their rigid thinking ruts and become more flexible. It begins with a story about a boy named Andy who prefers things to stay the same. He likes doing things his way and he hates change. When some changes come in his life, he has a difficult time adjusting. His rigid thinking makes it hard for him to keep friends, and he misses out on trying new things. Andy's brain is like a railroad track. It only has one way to go, and if something gets in the way, he's stuck. We call this railroad brain, and everyone struggles with this at times. Students learn they can become more flexible thinkers. Rather than a railroad, their brains can be more flexible like water. When a flexible thinker meets an obstacle, they can find a new way of thinking to get around it. Students will learn 3 tips about how to be flexible. They can go with the flow when plans change, get creative when their usual way of doing things doesn't work, and let others have their way sometimes. Students learn to reframe how they think about problems. Rather than pouting about a change, they can think of it as a challenge to do something a new way. They then do an activity to get excited about challenges. Students then learn about the 3 different tips in more detail, with each section featuring animations and follow-up questions to check their understanding, featuring relevant situations for kids. Here, a student is stuck in a rigid thinking rut because someone else is using the red marker she wants to color her apple with in art class. Students brainstorm ways she can challenge herself to get creative, and then they can click to see possible ideas. After going through all 3 sections, the lesson ends with students helping Andy become a more flexible thinker. Each time they answer a question correctly, his rigid thinking breaks apart a little more, until he's able to be a more flexible thinker. I hope you give this lesson on flexible thinking a try. Thank you.